A few months ago, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. It's changed my life significantly, but it's also had a great impact on my family. My mom developed a sort of scarceness about my disease. She was calling me constantly to find out how I was doing, what I was eating, how much sleep I was getting. But I had been recording all this information in a notebook that I had. I just had no way of getting it to her. So naturally, I went to the App Store to find a solution. What I found really surprised me. There was nothing that I could use. There were apps that allowed me to track my data. There were apps that showed a few graphs, but that was it. So a couple weeks later, we attended Angel Hack SF, and through a cloud of churro dust and no sleep, we made Liveabetes. Liveabetes not only solves the issue of being able to share information with my mom or my family live in real time, but we also took it a few steps further. We added a food tracker, which allows us to track our meals throughout the day to make sure that we're eating a healthy diet as a diabetic, very important. We also added gamified awards to entice younger users to enjoy the app, but also to keep older users and give them incentives to keep their recordings up. And finally, we aggregate all the data that we're taking in, and we use data visualizations to give the diabetic a new perspective of their health information, allow them to make positive behavior changes based on a new light being shined on their data. So why is this important? The state of diabetes in America, currently 1 in every 10 people in the US is a diabetic. On top of that, another 35% of the country has prediabetes, very similar, reversible, but just as severe. Because of this, the cost of diabetes in the United States has risen by 40% over the last 5 years to $245 billion in 2012. That counts for more than 10% of all costs in healthcare across the United States. Our team is a group of 4 UC Davis students. We are friends and roommates. We have a UI UX designer, a biotechnology researcher, 2 developers, and 2 lakhs of pancreases, 2 type 1 diabetics, so we know the market. We're looking to raise a seed fund of between $100,000 and $500,000 today. This will help us with the obvious things like health-related legal advice, infrastructure and marketing, but we also hope to draw ties with third-party hardware developers to integrate with our app, our software, and to make the life of a diabetic much more seamless. We are Liveabetes. I have a lot more I could tell you guys about. Please come find me at my booth. We have a gigantic display. It should be easy to find.
Awesome.